Hello guys, so this is just a video talking about a new mechanic I had for my game. So because it's a tower defense game, and it's very mixed. Like some people enjoy it a lot, some don't. Now, a lot of the people I ask who don't enjoy tower defense, I ask why. They say after you place all your towers, it's so boring. You don't do anything. Plus, they usually say the game's too easy. Well, with this mechanic, this will allow for this game to be a lot more unique, and this will allow the game to be a lot more stressful, and it won't get boring later on. So this is the idea of classes. Now, it's more than just class-based games is character-based games. So there's different characters that do different things, different attacks. Now, how would that work in tower defense? Because that means early game that would be really broken. So my idea is not only are there going to be enemies from the enemy base coming to your base, which you have to place towers to defend, but there will also spawning around the map like on the edges of the map, enemies spawning chasing you. Now, this idea it might not be added till much later, but I do have a class half modeled, and I'm showcasing it next video, which is today. I'm recording it right after this. Now, this mechanic will be really interesting as this will allow for a lot more stressful moments as you have to protect yourself and your base. And these classes you have to play one. My idea is there's going to be a basic class that will give you no buffs or no debuffs, and then there will be a bunch of other classes, obviously. And my plan for that is that the classes will grant certain buffs. So, like anything with 50 less range gets damage buff or something, but then it will also nerf or debuff your towers in a certain way. So, like, oh, you if you're like the class I made, so right now is kind of like a swordsman class. My kind of idea is the Avenger, like or the Revenger or something like the Blood Moon Slayer. I don't know, but and my idea is this will make the game a lot more active. Like you can't just AFK, and this will make the game a lot more stressful and hopefully more enjoyable. Now I do have tomorrow and Friday off, so I am going to be working on the game a lot. I'm going to have UI drawn out, and I can showcase that. I have animations planned out. I have so much stuff ready and planned. Speaking of, there will be a sneak peek video right after this, as I just said, on 4 or 5 moves. Now, my plan is these are abilities kind of like Z, it does that. And most of the abilities in this game will be AoE, depending on your character. Some characters might be kind of like melee oriented, where you're supposed to do a lot of damage to one enemy, but you're gonna get overcrowded easily. So yeah, and on top of that, this feature just seems really interesting and will, as I said, make the game really unique. As most games that have like a class feature, these features will like they're like heroes in BTT 6 if you guys ever played that, but you are the hero. And I do kind of want an idea like the hero where you have the one special unit that levels up over time, but you can only have one, but that's for a different video. And this will allow for people, depending on what they like, to enjoy this game more. But the main reason is this will make the game more active and hopefully more difficult. Now these classes will hopefully have like an awakening, quote unquote awakening, Practically after a certain amount of time or damage, you will be able to go in a stronger formation for a certain period of time. Now, my plan is that to keep this balanced, because tower defense enemies get progressively harder and harder as you get more towers. So my plan was for like the first 10 waves, there is none of these. So this can allow you to plan, or the start, no one's going to be coming for you. This will allow you for you to plan in advance and to get ready for things coming at you as well. Now, this also means there needs to be some way to increase your damage, or it will become useless later on. That's where my idea of upgrading individual abilities or getting skill points for some sort of skill tree to unlock stronger moves, shorter cooldowns, more HP, all that kind of stuff. Now, for those who are not in the Discord will be linked in the description. Um, and if you guys are watching and you're interested, please message me uh, your thoughts about this, and people who are in the Discord, just DM me or message on the little page saying what you think of this mechanic. Now, I did already make a class for this, but the class can easily be turned into a tower, like a little hero. So, if the mechanic, if you guys don't really like the idea of that, well then, that's fine, as I can turn that into something else. Anyways, that's it from me, and yeah.